Okay, we'll begin. Nyama, Wandre Woyorangulin, Gunganinu Bik Wenoap Darabandari, Nyariana Nyanga Bik Ban Ba Nyagu, Gagukal Nangit Bambuth Yellingbu Ba Gamaji. I acknowledge the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people on whose land Darebin Council stands. I recognise their continuing connection to land, water and culture and pay my respect to elders past, present and emerging. It's good to see everyone here tonight. Membership of this meeting is as listed in the agenda. We have an apology from Councillor Tim Lawrence. Councillors, does anyone have a conflict of interest to disclose this evening? No, we'll continue. Confirmation of the minutes of the Planning Committee meeting. That's moved by Councillor Lassurf, seconded by Councillor McCarthy. All those in favour? That's moved. That brings us to consideration of reports, and I'll hand over to Julian Darren.
Thank you, Mary. Application has been received by the City of Darebin at 6 to 8 Tanner Grove in Northcote. The proposal is to construct 4 double-storey attached dwellings. Each of these dwellings have 4 bedrooms with 2 car spaces, one within a garage and the second in tandem in front of the garage. Private open space is provided at ground level in the rear yards and measures a minimum of 40 square metres. Notice was given, 1 sign on site and letters to the adjoining owners and occupiers. 5 objections were received in response. These objections have been summarised on pages 5 and 6 and then responded to on pages 6 to 8. An application for review has been lodged by the applicant for this proposal with VCAT against Council's failure to grant a permit. As it has been detailed in the officer's report, the proposal does not attain a satisfactory level of compliance with a number of the objectives and standards of Res Code and also a number of the decision guidelines of Council's neighbourhood character policy. Therefore, the recommendation is to form the opinion to not support the planning application at the tribunal hearing. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Councillors, are there any questions? No? Is there a motion?
Happy to move the officer's recommendation.
Thank you, Councillor McCarthy. So moved. Seconded by Councillor Messina. Councillor McCarthy.
Thank you. Quickly, thank you to our officers for the explanation and the context. Obviously, in relation to this particular item, I support the officer's assessment and I think it speaks for itself.
Thank you. Councillor Messina.
Nothing further to add, thank you.
Are there any further speakers? No, there being none, I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour? That motion is carried unanimously. The Planning Committee has decided to form the view to refuse this permit. The decision has already been taken to VCAT, and so that will be the view that Council takes to that forum. Notice, I think notices detailing the decision tonight and how people can participate will be sent to all objectors and the applicant next week, or this week. I believe that brings us to the end of consideration of reports. So we're at general business, moved by Councillor Lassurf, seconded by Councillor Greco. All those in favour? That motion is carried. Consideration of reports considered confidential, there are none. So that brings us to the close of the meeting. Thank you very much, councillors. We will now take a recess until, do we need 5 or 10 minutes to set the room up for briefing and to